Now, Durban has seen fewer people descend on its shores this Easter weekend. The popular holiday destination hasn't seen high traffic volumes. The coastal city has been facing pollution on its beaches. So what are the official numbers of visitors in Durban so far, and what are holiday makers turning to? Reporter Nqobile Madlala is following the story and she joins us now live. Nqobile, I would take any opportunity to be in Durban. It's such a beautiful city, but it seems as though there are very few numbers this time around for the Easter weekend. What are you seeing?
Well, definitely a reporter on the N3 driving to the province. We have even spoken to some of the people that have been driving on those N3, and they were just saying that it was very easy for them to drive this way, saying it was clear. This is mainly because they were seeing less numbers. However, we have spoken to some of the people that were here coming from as far as Lesotho, also just explaining to us that they flew into the city and they were enjoying themselves. So people resorting to buying things like beads, taking some pictures here. Others are swimming behind me just a bit further away. But I'm going to bring in the municipal manager to speak to us about these issues. And I mean, we understand that we are seeing less numbers on the N3, but is this a true reflection of a city seeing less numbers coming to visit?
Good afternoon to you and good afternoon to your viewers. Insofar as we are concerned, it is not a true reflection because we are experiencing a slight increase in the number of people that have booked in our hotels. We are sitting at 65% occupancy rate in our hotels. In precincts like Umhlanga, we are registering between 75 and 90%. So the situation has significantly improved compared to what it was last year this time.
And I mean, we know that Durban would then have a lot of things to do for many people. Like I was saying, others were taking pictures with the beads. Others are here really to just play games, what we see behind you. We spoke to a gentleman who owns Fun World, and he's saying sadly he has to close because there's been issues between him and the city not getting his contracts updated. What's going to happen? Because come 1st of May, all these rides are no longer going to be working.
Yeah. I think we need to state facts first. He has been on a 25-year contract, right, which now has expired, and now he's been on a month to month. The city wants to go out to the market, try to see if we can find other people as well, but he's also more than welcome to tender. But we are looking at giving this thing a facelift. It's in keeping with our program of enhancing our tourism, particularly along the beachfront. So we want somebody who's going to come and invest more in upgrading this thing so that it adds in terms of our tourism product offering along the beachfront.
When can we expect to see that happening?
The tender will go out round about May, and then it will take between 3 and 4 months to conclude. Then the construction work generally does take between 24 and 36 months, because we want to go for a big bang, something that will really ensure that Durban becomes a unique destination of choice.
And whilst we're talking about the destination of choice last year, towards December to the beginning of January, there were a lot of issues that people were complaining about, especially when it comes to sewer, and we saw some of the beaches closing. Perhaps just an update in terms of other beaches still closed, some of them, and how's the sewer situation at this point?
We have worked like Trojan to ensure that we fix our sewer infrastructure, and the results of that can be seen in terms of the number of beaches that are open, that have not been closed for a very long time. Out of 23 bathing beaches, 19 beaches are open. The 4 that are closed were closed as a precautionary measure to ensure that we protect our bathers. So we are also monitoring E. coli levels on a weekly basis in partnership with our private sector partners, just to ensure that we provide safe swimming beaches for our visitors.
And lastly, people will come for Ushaga Marine. Tell us a bit about what's happening there. Are you seeing numbers there?
This is a very good story to tell. I'm smiling because they've experienced 80% increase in terms of the footfall. And they are doing very good on sales. In actual fact, they are surpassing the 2019 figures, which were really the highest figures at that time. So it's a very good story to tell. Ushaga is doing so well. People must come and visit. Everybody is there.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking to us. That is Musa Mpeli, who is eThekwini City Manager. But as you can hear there, Heidi, they are saying that the numbers are looking rather going up when you're looking in terms of the areas where people would choose to stay for that long while. But on the N3, we are seeing some of the numbers dropping compared to the last Easter. But of course, saying that the reflection on the ground might be different to that we are seeing on the road.
It's very sad to see it so empty there where you are, Nqobile. Hopefully they'll be able to get tourists to come to KZN. Thank you so much for that update. That's Nqobile Madlala out in Durban.